Hi friends, today I wanted to introduce you to Sink's teeth whitening gel. So this is a product that includes 10 individual syringes of teeth whitening gel. Each syringe includes 3 milliliter of product. And this particular kind also it's all natural ingredients. However, keep in mind, it also contains 44% carbamide peroxide. So this is for somebody, if you do not have teeth sensitivity, this is what you're going to want to go for, especially if you want to whiten and brighten a smile that you've already been working on for some time. Again, if you have teeth sensitivity, it is recommended that you use Sink's other teeth whitening gel that does not contain the carbamide peroxide. But if you are good, you don't experience teeth sensitivity, any teeth sensitivity, and you have been whitening your smile for months or years already, this is the next step that you're going to want to go with. And that's because, again, it contains that peroxide. Peroxide is actually really important because while it does tend to give the zing to some people who are more sensitive teeth and less enamel on their teeth, this is what really kind of like acts as that the product that gets down into the pores of your teeth. And when we think of teeth, we think enamel, we think of hard surfaces. We don't really think of pores, but yes, your teeth actually do have pores. That's how they get stained. And this is, again, peroxide is important because that is what really just gets into those pores and really just does that like bubbling action that really cleans your teeth from the inside out. So again, this is meant and intended for anybody who has already had years or months of experience with already using teeth whitening gel, and you know for a fact that you don't have any kind of teeth sensitivity. If you're like, oh no, I don't know if I have teeth sensitivity and I haven't been using teeth whitening gel for months now or years, you are still welcome to use this and try it out. But of course, if you're getting those zings and it's just too much for you, that's where I'm going to suggest that you go with their other teeth whitening gel that does not contain that peroxide. That said, this is absolutely great. I believe I mentioned that in addition to the, in order to use this the way that it's been intended for, it comes with the 10 individual syringes of 3 milliliters of product in each one, but it's intended to be used with a fitted mouth tray. So fitted mouth trays you can either get from your dental hygienist or from your dentist, or you can even purchase online. Those are just as good as well, or pick up from a box store or a pharmacy. They're super simple. You can mold them. It's just usually you pop them into like a boiling pot of water. Then you go ahead and just fit it to your teeth and then run it under cold water and it's good to go. Once you have a mouth tray, I'm still waiting on mine, you're gonna go ahead and just open the package, and this package is vacuum sealed, so it guarantees quality, right? It also has a really long shelf life, so this is good until it was just manufactured January of 2026, and these don't expire until January of 2029. So we have several years. So no need to feel like you need to hurry through and use all 10 of these if you don't want to or need to. Once you have your tray, you'll want to make sure again that your tray is clean, it's washed, and then make sure most importantly that it's dry. Also try to make sure that your gums are dry. So you don't want to have like excess saliva really. Just wipe it down with a washcloth if you need to, or a dry rag. This is what it looks like. Each one of the 10 syringes, again, contains 3 milliliter of product. And then I love and appreciate that each one has that control tip. So it means that we're not just squeezing or pouring the solution into our mouth tray. It means that we can like actually just really finely put this in there, and any kind of crevices and stuff in the tray where our teeth were imprinted on, this will seep down in there. Because if we just, kind of spottily we're gonna get spotty bleached teeth, which we don't want. We wanna make sure that every surface gets bleached or sorry, not bleached, but gets the same amount of solution as others. So love that. In addition to that, it also comes with little storage tips. So if I don't want to use all of this right away for one day's use, I can save it and I can store it to use later. Some people may feel like they need to use all of it, and that's perfectly fine. And some people may want to just use a teeny tiny little bit, and that's fine as well. Sometimes people will only use upper trays and put the solution in their upper tray, in which, like for myself, I would only use half of the teeth whitening solution. But some people like to use both trays, both an upper and a bottom, so they'll split it up that way. So it's whatever your preference is. I hope I did mention, so this was a product that was recommended to me by a friend who's been using it now for several years. She absolutely loves it. Her smile looks amazing. It's bright, it's white, and you're really going to only achieve that bright, white, radiant smile with a teeth whitening gel. I know that there are just multitudes of different brands of teeth whitening strips, lots that claim that they're natural, that they're better than others, that are available on the market. I've been somebody who's tried those. The only problem with teeth whitening strips and the UV whitening lights as well is that those are products that are meant to be used consistently, if not every day, every other day, or sometimes even three times a week. If you're not using it consistently on a daily or every other day basis, then your teeth, your smile is going to fade. So it will give you that instant, radiant, white, bright smile that you want, but it's not really doing the permanent whitening that otherwise the teeth whitening gel solution does. So that's why you definitely are going to want to use the teeth whitening gel. It's far better than teeth whitening strips. And the great thing about teeth whitening gel, as opposed to whitening strips or UV lights, is that, again, the teeth whitening strips and the UV lights, they're intended for you to use almost consistently throughout the year. Whereas this one, you only need to use maybe 2, possibly 3 times a year. My friend has suggested just doing this once every 6 months for 5 to 6 days each time. And then if I feel like I need to touch it up in between, I can always do a little bit more. But it's not something that you're gonna wanna do every single day. When you're starting out for the first time, again, make sure that your teeth are dry. You're gonna wanna make sure that your tray is clean and dry. Put the solution in. You'll wear it for 16 minutes. Let me just double check, but I believe it is 16 minutes. Yeah, you'll wear it for 16 minutes. And then once you are done wearing it, you're gonna rinse your mouth out with warm water, refrain from using cold water, and then allow your teeth just kind of like sit without drinking anything or eating anything for at least 30 minutes. So again, 5 to 6 days the first time that you use it. And then if you feel like you need to touch up again the following week, you're welcome to for a couple more days. But again, this is something that you're not going to need to use consistently. And because we're not using it consistently like we would with mouth strips can get really expensive, as you can imagine, if I'm using those daily. These are a great deal. They're not going to break your bank. So absolutely love them. Again, there are 10 individual syringes of 3 milliliters of product in each one. Absolutely love it. You can use as little or as much as you may need. And I love the control tip because it's not going to be messy. If you do happen to get any on your gums, once you fit the mouth tray to your mouth, make sure that you wipe it off immediately with a wet rag or Q-tip. And yeah, have fun. I'm excited to see the change. And just, yeah, this is important that it's the carbonide peroxide that really is going to elevate and take your bright white smile to the next level. Check it out.